Rising, and welcome to another broadcast of In the Circle Ministries, our YouTube virtual ministry channel here, where we take things and put them up under the microscope and examine them. We take our plural eyes and make them singular, making our whole body full of light. And what we put up under the microscope on this grand rising is going to be letting you know that uh, the things that we're dealing with are more so spiritual than they are always physical. Physical is always the byproduct of the spiritual. So the inspiration that we're bringing for today and the word I'm bringing to give to you today is coming from Ephesians 6. For those that have always been in the Bible or that do know about the Bible or have been down here and here that ever preached, Ephesians 6 and 12 is that, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So saying that the physical is the byproduct of your spiritual is something that we always deal with here in this channel. No matter what we show, that you got to get your self-mastery right. You got to work on self. There's only one person that's accountable for working on you, and that's you. Self-mastery comes with self and mastering of oneself. And to do that, you must understand that we are a spiritual, or that I am in order for me to understand it, I had to understand that I was a spiritual being, and so are you. And that this physical body isn't who we are, what we are. It is just our automobile that we travel in, or that we use on this side to be identified with, in a sense. I have a 1998 Chevy S10. That is not who I am. It's just the automobile that I sit in and travel. This body and I get in and travel in. That S10 is not who I am. But for those that do know me, know that green Chevy S10, that's Rico's truck. So I can be identified by that, but that isn't who I am, because I can always change and get me another vehicle. As long as I that is inside the vehicle, the thing that is inside the vehicle is what is more important than the vehicle, if that makes sense. So that is inside of you, the spirituality of who you are, is more important than the physical. The physical is just a byproduct or the manifestation of what is spiritual. In order for me to get that truck, it's a funny story how I got it, though. I dreamed about it and knew I was going to get it. Before I got it, even told my wife down to the color and how much I was going to pay for it, before it came open a year later. And it was just like I said. But it all started with spirituality and thought, the byproduct and the manifestation of that. And I've already got to get a blue Chevy truck, one of the big ones. I already got a visual of that and what it looks like and how I'm going to get it and how it's going to work out so smooth to get it as well. Don't know how long that's going to be taking the manifestation, but it's going to happen. But the inspiration for today, to keep us back on course and to keep us on track, is that once you understand that, you understand now that there's a lot of things that we deal with in our body, that a lot of people deal with in their body, all the things that they deal with because of their mindset. Whether it's from jealousy, hate, suicidal, if it's from feeling depression, feeling less good about yourself, allowing everything to always seem bad, or everything has always got a negative result with you, or your thought process, or whatever you look at a thing, you're always going to see the negative side about it. It's all because of that spirituality thing. And what is happening is the spirit isn't getting fed. It's only the physical that's getting fed. So the physical is what produces these outcomes, these thoughts. These are the manifestation and the byproducts of that type of thinking. Now, you can be thinking wrongfully or feeding the wrong spirit and getting these physical results, because it's always gonna be a spirit. I didn't want that last comment to sound like it was physical or spirit, because there is no physical without a spirit. So there's a spirit that's being fed to produce these physical things, even when you're not feeding the right spiritual entity or the right spiritual consciousness. Then you're going to produce that other consciousness that you are feeding is going to produce that thing. It's going to produce that outcome. It's going to be the byproduct of that. So go within inside ourselves and deal with these things and understand that you are not wrestling against the physical outcome of these things, but you're wrestling with the spiritual enlightenment about those things. Go back to the root issue and the root cause of your problem, and there lies the answer. So go back to those places and understand that it is all spiritual that we are really dealing with. And then once we get to those places, and the spiritual wickedness in high places in our own conscience, because this is where it's taking place. It's not in the conscience of your neighbor. It's not in the conscience of your mama. It's not in the conscience of your wife. It's not in the conscience of your daddy. Not in the conscience of your daughters. But the wickedness that is in the high places of your own conscience. And you can deal with the principles and the that brings about the power that is inside of your head. These principles and these thoughts, the principles, the thoughts, the concepts that you have in your head about things. Change those things and watch how the outcome changes in the physical. This is where we're more than conqueror at, in that place. So do know that everything that you're wrestling with, you don't have to wrestle with it, Jacob. You don't have to wrestle with the angel all night long until he bless you. You can understand that you've already blessed because you are in the presence of an angel. But anyway, go out to make today great. Go out and be great in yourself. Stop wrestling. Go back and meditate. Go in there and catch everything you need to catch in your meditation and bring back out. But what you do bind on earth, you bind in heaven, and what you loosen on earth, you loosen in heaven. So we want to thank you for joining our channel today. Peace, love, extreme wealth, and prosperity. May they follow you all the days of your life, and may you enjoy the benefit of all those three things as well. Have a great day.